Hi students, I'm Scott. Everyone knows that success in the IELTS test comes when you have a big vocabulary, a large vocabulary. And so typically when I tell students to go out and build their vocabulary, they'll go out and they'll read newspapers, journals, articles in an attempt to build their vocabulary. And that's fantastic. But the problem that often occurs, and the complaint that I receive is, "Oh Scott, I've been building my vocabulary, but I don't remember the words. I forget most of them." Well, today I'd like to give you a three-step process that will help you to remember new vocabulary, new words as you prepare for your IELTS exam. Step one of the three-step process is very, very simple. Simply take a piece of paper like this, fold it into thirds or 2/3, leaving one column to write the new word. Easy. So you write down the new word. Then on the other side, here behind the folded piece of paper or concealed piece of paper, put a sentence using, or write a sentence using that word in context. I'm not talking about a dictionary definition of the word, but the use of the word in context. Now the reason I say this is because you want to see how the word actually works, what it really looks like, and how it's actually used. Now if you don't know how to put it into a sentence, we can solve that problem. Simply go to dictionary.cambridge.org and it will provide you with a number of sentences using this new special word. So step one, write down the word. Step two, put the word on the piece of paper in a sentence in context, showing you, reminding you how it can be used. And then step three is the most difficult. Step three is promise yourself to use that word in context, in conversation, or in writing with somebody within 24 hours. Use the word within 24 hours in conversation or in writing. Now, I adopted this three-step system myself when I was doing my master's degree. As I read through all of the books and the many academic texts that I had to complete as part of my studies, I realized, wow, there's so many difficult words, I'll never remember them. So I took a piece of A4 paper, I wrote the words down in the column, and then I used the word in a sentence. So what I would do is I would look at that new word and I would remind myself, what does that word mean? And if I couldn't remember what it meant, then I would use the sentence with the word in context to help me remember. And then that third step of using the word in conversation, well, that helps to really solidify and make sure my understanding of the word. And as a result, I remember words like pusillanimous, celerity, and deleterious. Difficult words, but I remember them from this simple three-step system, even though I learned them many, many years ago. So I invite you to try this system. I promise you that if you diligently apply yourself, you will remember more and more words. You will retain the words and build your vocabulary. So all the best with building your vocabulary and all the best for the big day.